I'm going to tell you something that's really boring. It's not going to be one of those viral things that you hear. It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be basically sexy, but it's going to be one of those things that if you actually do this, you will get virtual assistant clients in 2026. If you hear what I have to say to you, then most people out there that are trying to be perfect, most virtual assistants are trying to be perfect. And if you're waiting until you feel ready, this video is probably what you need right now for your 2026 for you to actually get virtual assistant clients than trying to be perfect at all. It's one of those boring things you'll hear, but you actually look upon and be like, yeah, it actually works. Okay. So right now we're not really at the end of 2025. You might be watching this video in 2026, maybe at the beginning of 2026, January, February. It doesn't matter when you are watching this video. But I see some of the things that most of us, should I say us, but most of the inspiring VAs that are saying right now, maybe you're probably saying things like, I'll start in January, or I'll start when 2026 begins. Maybe I just need one more new skill to begin, or I'm not confident here to actually begin. Maybe that's one of the things that you're actually thinking, or you're not saying out loud, but you feel it. And let me tell you, honestly, that exact mindset right there, that exact thing that you're thinking right now is what is slowing you down as a virtual assistant. Okay. So let me walk you through a few boring things that actually work. It might sound boring to you, but when you actually put it into action, you will see that it works. And the thing is, some of this boring advice out there, some of these boring things that we feel, I don't think it will really work. It's one of the most, should I say, consistent. It's one of the things that actually bring us value when we put them into action, when we actually pay attention to them and we use them and utilize them to give us the results that we are looking for. So I wouldn't say boring things are really boring. Boring things are only boring if you don't utilize them, if you don't put them into action to get what you want. So boring advice out there is not really boring. It's not necessarily boring. It's how you use that advice to get what you want, you as a person, you as a person looking at what you want to achieve. Okay. So point number one, stop obsessing over being perfect. Start obsessing over being progressive. That is my number one point in these things that actually work. Stop obsessing over being perfect and start obsessing over being progressive. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is you do not need to know every tool out there. You do not need to master every skill that is out there for every virtual assistant. You do not need to qualify 100% to be confident. You do not need all of that. Honestly, if that is what you are thinking, that is going to take you to the next level that you want to begin as a virtual assistant, or for you to start bringing in clients, it is going to hold you back so much, in that you look upon back at yourself and be like, why didn't I start earlier? Okay. So stop obsessing over being perfect and start obsessing over progressing. Start where you are and begin progressing. That's my mindset you should be having right now. So what you need is progress over perfection. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes during action. It comes because of action, because of progress. Okay, that is where your confidence will come in, so that you start attracting the clients that you want to start working with. Start where you are and progress. Okay, so by that I also kind of mean start with right now. Don't overthink it, and be willing to learn as you go. Be willing to learn as you start. Don't just start and then be stuck there into that step one without progressing, or without willing to learn, or without willing to challenge yourself. Okay, so that's it. That's one of the boring truth number one. Boring truths number one. My point number two would be, you do not need a skill. You just need the willingness to start. You do not need a specific skill as a virtual assistant to start. You just need to have that willingness of, I want to be a virtual assistant. I need to start with what I know, with what I feel I already know me as a person, me as a VA, me as Daphne. What do I know so that I actually begin starting as a VA? You do not need a specific skill as a virtual assistant to start. No, you already know a lot of things. You just need to sit down with yourself and be willing to use what you already know to actually start. So a lot of people normally ask, what specific skill should I learn to become a virtual assistant? You do not need that. You already know a lot. You just need to sit down with yourself and look at yourself. Look at the things you do on a daily. Look at the things you do maybe at that internship job you're having, or at that normal 9 to 5 job you're having. Those are things you already know that you can actually start with. And I'm speaking from experience. I didn't overthink what specific skill should I start with? Do I need to have a specific skill to start? I didn't overthink that. I just started with what I already know from my normal job that I already had. Okay. So the honest answer would be, you don't need to figure things out fast. Just start with where you know, what you know, and how you know it. You challenge yourself with different tasks if you begin with what you already know, you as a person. Because when you try things, you learn what you're good at, you learn over time, you naturally specialize as you learn as you go. As you learn with what you know, you eventually start specializing because you have started with what you know. Then eventually, as you progress, eventually as you put your skills out there, and eventually as you start using what you already know, you naturally find yourself, you're finding out what you love doing, all the services you love providing to clients, and eventually, naturally, you start specializing as a virtual assistant. So start with what you know. You don't need a specific skill to start, okay? Because most successful VAs, one thing I know, we don't normally start as specialists. We normally start as generalists. Most of us, at least my circle right now of VAs that I know, we all started as generalists. We did not start as specialists. That's one thing, that's one truth I will let you know. Most VAs out there, they start as generalists, not specialists. Okay. So because the thing is, when you overthink it, you end up not starting, you end up not beginning, you end up not starting to look for clients, you end up not getting clients, and then eventually you end up never starting. So stop wanting to feel qualified, and start experimenting with what you already know, what you already have as a person, what you already have out there, what you're already providing, maybe in your internship, maybe in your normal 9 to 5 job, maybe what you already even do at home. So start with that and stop over obsessing about, I need a specific skill, because you don't. I'm telling you from experience, you do not need a specific skill. So my point number 3 would be, how should I say this? Poor visibility will lead to no clients. If you do not have visibility, yes, you might get a client or two here and there, but visibility matters a lot if you want real clients, if you want ongoing clients, if you want referrals, you will need visibility for that. This part is really boring, but it is also really important as a virtual assistant. If you want to attract clients in 2026 and years to come, you will need visibility. You will need to put yourself out there. You will, even if you're an introvert, some of us are introverts. Personally, I am an introvert, but I had to step out of my comfort zone of being an introvert if I actually wanted to start bringing in income as an executive virtual assistant. I had to step out of that because that was the only way for me to attract the kind of clients I wanted to attract. Visibility matters a lot. It is boring, but it is very, very important. And I'm telling you this because this is what I have gone through. This is from my experience. Visibility is very important. Without visibility, you will not get clients. It will be hard for you to get clients. I am telling you this. So if your social media is empty, you never post, you never comment, you don't show up and start learning, or you're never showing what you're learning or what you're working on as a virtual assistant, it will be really hard for people to even know that you exist, for your potential clients to know that you even exist. You never post, you never comment, you're never showing what you're learning or what you're working on. How do you expect clients to really find you? How do you expect clients to know that, oh, there is a virtual assistant for this specific service that I'm looking for? They wouldn't know that unless you put yourself out there, unless you show it to the world. You do not need to do content of showing your face. You do not need to do that. You can just pick a platform and be present. Personally, I don't like putting my face out there, but because of visibility, eventually my confidence has started growing a little bit, and that is when I started showing my face. But I started with LinkedIn because with LinkedIn, you don't really need to put your face out there. You just type and you post. That's it. You don't really need to talk. You don't really need to be in front of a camera. But me being in front of a camera right now speaking, starting this YouTube channel, right now speaking to you as a virtual assistant, it's because I actually picked a platform that I was comfortable with. And through that consistency, through posting online, through consistently commenting on people's posts, I eventually gained the confidence to want to step in front of a camera and share with my fellow virtual assistants what I'm going through, or helping them to maneuver this VA industry, because there are a lot of us who are struggling out there and they don't know how to go about this whole virtual assistant industry, yet they want to begin as VAs. But it's through me stepping out of my comfort zone and started posting online. I chose LinkedIn to be my go-to platform for visibility. And through that, eventually I gained the confidence to want to be in front of a camera. So pick a platform you're comfortable with, be consistent with it, post your work, comment on your ideal client's post, comment on your fellow peers' posts, put yourself out there. Eventually that confidence naturally comes. So visibility is very important in getting to know your fellow VAs, in getting potential clients, in getting actual clients for your business and for you bringing in income. So be very active, be very consistent, so that you show that you're serious about this, because visibility, I will not lie to you, visibility creates opportunity. Don't shy away from it, because at the end of the day, those people who say, oh, I've been seeing you on TikTok, oh, I've been seeing you on Instagram, oh, I've been seeing you on LinkedIn, they are not the people who are paying your bills. They are not the people who will be there for you when you need that money, maybe to get yourself out of a certain challenge. Those people, yes, they will be there telling you, I've been seeing you on TikTok. I mean, it's okay, let people see you, because at the end of the day, you're the one who knows what you want to get out of it. You want clients, you want revenue, you want income, you want to pay your bills. Those people will not pay your bills, it's clients who will pay your bills. So be visible and be consistent with it, because it is what is going to create for you opportunities. Okay. Then my point number 4, your first client will probably won't be perfect. Your first client probably won't be perfect. I am probably, quote the word probably. He or she might not be the perfect client. Okay. But let me be honest with you. Your first client might not be amazing, they might not pay the most money, they might not even have the best systems, but they will teach you a lot. They will teach you a lot. You will learn how to communicate, you learn how to set boundaries, you learn how to position yourself. You'll basically learn how to develop yourself as you grow as a virtual assistant, right from your first client. It will be a good thing if you actually learn your first client to be the perfect client you are looking for. But some of us, our first clients are never the perfect clients, but they help us to learn how to develop ourselves as VAs. They help us to learn how to set boundaries, because your first client normally challenges you a lot. So it helps you to grow and develop yourself, to set boundaries, to position yourself, to show them that you know what you're doing, and to help them respect you, to help you position yourself so that your future clients learn how to respect you as you collaborate together, as you work together. So the first client is part of the process. He or she will not be a mistake, but they are just part of the process. They're just step one of you learning how best to position yourself for future clients. Okay. And it's a good thing if you've already gone through the phase of a first client. I don't know how it went for you. If you could comment down below how your first client went, that would help a lot of VAs out there, to help them see the experience that they might have and how to go about it. Okay, so those were my 4 points. I wanted to have like at least 5, but those are the 4 points that I could really think of if you want to, sorry, It's the boring truth about wanting to get virtual assistant clients faster in 2026. Because at the end of the day, this boring advice is not really boring. It's just how you use it, you as a person, to help you grow in as a VA. So becoming a booked out VA in 2026, it's not really about being perfect. It's about willing to learn and progress as you grow as a virtual assistant. It's about starting to learn, staying visible, and improving yourself. Never stop improving yourself, never stop learning, and never stop willing to want to try things, to challenge yourself, because you need to grow as a VA. You have started out as a generalist. If you want to become a specialist, you will need to be willing to grow, to learn, to be challenged, to face to collaborate with your fellow to collaborate with your fellow VAs, okay? Because the people who will win, the people who normally win in this industry are the ones who are doing the boring things that I'm telling you right now. You might think, oh, visibility is boring. You might think, uh, uh, landing my first client is boring. You might think, well, I do not need a new skill. That's normal advice I've had. But these boring things that you normally hear, these things will stop obsessing over being perfect and start obsessing over progress. These boring things that people are telling you are the things that are actually working if you use them in your VA business. This is why I will constantly tell you, do not ignore the advice from senior VAs that you know, from VAs who are experienced. Personally, right now, I have 6 years of experience as an executive virtual assistant. So when I come here and I tell you that, please stop obsessing over having a specific skill and just start with what you know, it's because I have gone through this, and I want you to know it's not all about being perfect, but about having the willingness to start with what you know and keep on learning and keep on improving as you serve your clients, so that you attract even more clients, you as a VA, and you grow. So in this video, if this video has even helped you a little, I ask you kindly to please go ahead and like it. It helps you to share this video to fellow aspiring VAs like you out there, or to VAs who might need to hear this for their 2026 to go well for them, or to help them know what to do to help them land more clients. Okay, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'll be dropping new videos on a weekly basis. Towards 1 or 2 videos on a weekly basis. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I share honest practical advice from what I have gone through, and to help you grow your VA business without fluff. Should I say fluff? Yeah, without fluff, without faking it, without trying to sound smart. I'm just showing you what helped me grow as an executive VA, what I went through, the challenges I went through, um, the things I did to help me actually start earning very well and keep on bringing in continuous clients, continuous referrals, continuous collaborations with international clients. Okay, and start where you are. Don't overthink it. Just start where you are. Use what you know and keep going. If you want to be a VA, you just need to start with what you know, where you are, and keep improving, keep going as a person. And I will see you in the next one. I hope this video helped you a lot. Bye.